Hey loves, I hope y'all are having a great week. Well, I've had a bunch of topics I could talk about, but I don't feel it in my heart to talk about that. Today I'm going to talk about listening to your gut, listening to your heart, that inside voice that's saying, hey, don't do this, don't do that, don't be this way, don't be that way. If we started listening to our gut more, or our heart, or that inside voice more often, we wouldn't be in a chaotic combination. And sometimes that feeling comes even when we don't know why that feeling is coming. We can be extremely comfortable around these people, or extremely like, oh, they have my best interest, they have good judgment. No. Stick to your feelings, stick to your heart. If it's saying, hold up, wait a minute, don't do it, then don't do it. Sometimes it can be nerves. Sometimes you can be taking that first step of something, or taking that leap, or doing something different that you have never done, and it's just your nerves. But sometimes it's totally different, and you will know the difference between the two. So take a stand for yourself, because only you know what'll make you happy. Take a stand. And if it hurts other people's feelings, if it makes them get mad at you, if it makes them go away and become so negative and bitter to you, at least you know in your heart you did the right thing. I remember one time when I was in a relationship, just because to be in one, and two, because others liked him and said, you know, he's a good guy. I remember one time when I was in a relationship, it was in one of those relationships you knew it wasn't good for you, you knew that it wasn't healthy for you, but you're just like, I just gotta keep trucking, it'll change, something will happen and it will change. But it didn't. I thought that I could change him in a way, like I could get him into church if he wanted to get into church. I don't know. I guess I thought I could change him. And you can't change people. You can't. One, they're going to have to want to change. And two, it isn't an ongoing thing that they have to do. They have to keep at it and not go back to their old ways. The first months of changing your ways is the hardest, because you thirst and you strive and you thirst for your old ways. You're like, oh my gosh, I thirst for that. I miss that. I miss how I was. Oh my gosh. But no. But I thought I could change him, and I couldn't. And then I heard the little voice inside my head going, he's not the one for you. And that little voice for me is Jesus. He's going, he is not the one for you. And even in my gut, even before hearing that, I could feel it. I felt it. Like, he is not the one for you. He's going to lead you down the wrong way, or he's going to stray you away. But I remember, listening to my gut finally and saying, hey, listen, I can't do this anymore. I cannot be with you. And oh my gosh, doing that, even though following my gut, gave me that freedom, but it also gave me that fear of him coming after me, or of him hurting somebody. Because after I did that, he went crazy, like seriously crazy, and he became very disrespectful and very mean, saying hurtful things, like going, oh, because this happened in your life, it was your fault, yada yada blah blah blah. Don't listen to that. When people try to say something like that, don't listen to it, because it's not your fault. Whatever has happened to you in your past, it could be consequences. If it's like you go out, you drink and drive, and you get pulled over by the cops, that's a consequence because you chose to drink and drive. But if it's something totally different, that it's not your fault, that you have no control over somebody's actions, it is not your fault. Like, definitely not your fault. So don't believe people's lies. If following your gut and your heart leads you to fearing something, like my gut and my heart is telling me to get away from this situation because I'm getting hurt, or to break up with this person because they're not right for me, or to just take a break from these people because that's what I need to do, or to go over here because it's going to better myself, or do this because of that. If that scares you, then reach out to somebody, because it's time for you to be happy. It's time for you to not be chained up by fear, to not be bondage by fear. I have no idea where this video is going, but don't do something just to make somebody else happy. If it's something you don't want to do, or you have a bad feeling about, or you're just not comfortable to do it yet, you don't want to displease God. Because of me, there's some things I don't want to do because I don't want to displease God, and so therefore people don't get that. But, we all make our choices. We're all free to make our choices. Sometimes we got to break away from others. Sometimes we got to let go, lose everything to get where we need to be. Sometimes we got to just say, hey, I can't do this right now. I can't do this anymore. I got to breathe. Just breathe. And in order to follow your gut and your heart, it scares you, then go somewhere where it's safe. Go to your safe haven. When you're happy, life is just a little bit more sweeter. Life is a little bit more blessed. Life is a little bit more peaceful. And sometimes when you're not around those right people, you become someone that you don't even like, that you're just like, who have I become? What am I doing? I miss my old self. Why can I not get it back? And then when you ask yourself that, you think about it, and you think about what's taking place of what you really love, or what's taking place of other things that you know that you could be doing. Like, for me, it's what's taking place, or what's making you be so rushed during the day so you can't do something that you enjoy doing. What's taking in place of that? And when you find your answer, then you'll know that you'll just have to let go of that you'll have to step back a little bit. You'll just be like, I need something. I need time. From whether it's from work, relationships, people, I need time. I need to get away. And then you can recharge and rejuvenate yourself when you get away. But always listen to your gut and to your heart, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let anyone try to pressure you into stuff. Even if it's a parent or a best friend or a family member, put your foot down and listen to the true thing that matters into your heart, and listen to you. Because sometimes when we listen to ourselves, we find our true self, and then we know who we're meant to be. But I hope you enjoyed my little wisdom of information. I hope you like this video. I hope that it reaches to some, and it touches some, and it makes a difference in some. Remember to like, subscribe, share, leave comments. Leave comments of what you want to hear about, and we'll go from there. Alright, bye loves.